Got it installed. Followed the instructions. The main thing is, if you use the Teyes adapter for a Jeep, make sure you don't cut the AHD jumper. Do not cut that jumper. Contrary to what some other people were saying, they probably used the camera that came with the head unit. And that's fine if you want to do that. But if you want the factory camera, you need to make sure and not cut that jumper on that Teyes adapter. And once you do that, you just plug it in based on what the instructions are, like in the forum, on the Jeep Wrangler JL forum. And then you have a backup camera. It works just fine. The red FACA, however you pronounce it, connectors on the back of the stock radio, that is the actual connector for the camera, the backup camera. I actually got confused because they're all the same size on this new head unit. Anyway, it works really well. I'll turn the volume up. It works. I'll turn the AC off and it pops up. You can adjust the auto climate control. It goes into auto. This is not reactive. You have to actually use, you can see it making changes. This is heated seats. I don't have heated seats in my vehicle, so that's not going to work. And when you hit the up button, it actually does what you expect it to do. You can turn these on and off. And you got all of the apps in here. You've got Bluetooth music, that kind of thing. All of it is actually set up pretty much default. It's really not that complicated. You go into this menu here and you go down to language settings somewhere. Oh well, I mean, they tell you how to do that in the instructions, but it's a lot like a Tesla. I believe it is. I have a Tesla, and the screen, they're trying to mimic a lot of what the Tesla does. So you can see here that I'm parked on a road, and I'm actually got the brakes on. You see those brake lights lit, and when I start rolling, it's not as responsive as the Tesla, but it knows that we've started moving, so now it transitions into this form here. Now when it does that, it's showing me kilometers per hour, and I need to fix that. I'm sure there's a setting somewhere to change that. It did not remove any of my features here. All of my features and things like that happen in the middle, in the primary dash, are the same. This only did a change to this actual head unit. It works very well. I've been very, very pleased. I have the Alpine stereo system, and I had the 7-inch display, so I do have a volume knob right there, and I've got auto climate control and things like that. But it's the same concept. I would be willing to bet if you have like a Rubicon or top of the line and you've got heated seats and all that good stuff, I bet this unit would actually work for you. And it's actually very responsive. I mean, I've shown, multiple different ways to do things here. I mean, it's actually very responsive. Let's go. I don't have a module, SIM card in it right now, so that's not going to actually work. So if you buy this unit, it's really not that complicated to plug in. They do send you the harness. The harness is confusing, like online, but once you get it, you'll understand. It's really not that complicated. You just have to, the main thing that is complicated is that backup camera. Like, you have to splice it in to get it power and a ground and all that kind of stuff. So that kind of, that kind of sucks, but it's not bad. it's not undoable, right? So I mean, it's pretty straightforward. The GPS antenna, I just shoved it up in here, like over here, and the 4G antenna, I just kind of shoved it up in here, and it's got sticky back on it, so I can, stick it in there. But the unit itself actually fits really well. I mean, it looks factory, I mean, it's not in any way, shape, or form cheesy. It looks really, really well. I should say looks really good, but whatever. I'll stop here and show you backup camera, if it will pop up. Oh, that's park, sorry. That's why. So there's the backup camera, and my sensors do work. I actually backed it up close to something just to see if those would actually work, and they do. Now it's still over here, but it does function right there. That's really cool. The camera quality is not great, but I mean, it's a backup camera. I don't really care. The fit and finish, I mean, you can tell, it sticks out a little bit, but I mean, really, you're never gonna notice that. It's just a really slick unit. It really is. I'm digging it, and it's just Android. Normal Android. So, hope this helps you guys out. That's my main thing that I was trying to do, is try to help people, because when I was actually looking at this unit, I could not find, an English version of a review on this unit. I bought this unit on AliExpress, I think. And this unit actually is the top of the line. Like, I got the 4 gig, 64 gig RAM, or 4 gig RAM, 64 gig ROM. I bought the ODB or whatever adapter. I bought the Teyes adapter for the camera, like I said before. And I did buy the Apple CarPlay adapter, which I really haven't messed with. I plan to get Google Maps on here, and then I don't really care about Apple CarPlay anyways, but I went ahead and bought the adapter from them. Altogether, it was $499 shipped, and they shipped it fairly quickly, for something coming from China. And I've been happy with it so far. So if you have any questions, just post them up on YouTube and whatnot, and keep the trolls away. I don't give a crap what anybody thinks, if it looks good or it's stupid. I really don't care. So just kind of keep that crap to yourself. And if you have any questions, like if you want to do something like this, just hit me up on YouTube and whatnot, and I'll help you any way I can. Thanks.